welcome back. Let's carry on, shall we? Let's make this wedding cake look a bit more like a bunch of walls. Alright, so right now we've got a bunch of these set up, and if we tab, we can't do anything because it's got a skin modifier. So what I would do now is press apply, and now we have a mesh, which is infinitely more useful. And let's just do that with all of them. Tab, my tab key's not working. There's grime in it. Apply. There's no way to select a load of them and apply them all at once. You got to do it one at a time. Apply. Alright, so we got a lot of meshes now. So what we want to do is make this thinner. It's far too fat. So double click. I think the double click under preferences, even though I have a keyboard and everything, I use a Wacom tablet, especially when sculpting and painting, and I have these set: emulate numpad, emulate 3-button mouse. Even though I have all of these things, I work in a whip because when I'm switching to Wacom, it messes it up. So if I'm saying double click and it's not working, change your settings to match these, at least just for this tutorial. So double click, select that loop, and then shift double click the next loop, and then press 7 to go into top mode, and then press S to scale it to a bit more of a wall shape. And that's, I don't know why it needs to, why it does that. That's no problem. Press 1. As I say in the intro, all my mistakes or all the issues will be dealt with in the tutorial, so that if you come across them, you remember what happened. So just press S and Z, and we're gonna let me try that again. S, Z. If you press Shift while you can move your hand further, and it's fine tuning. But I want, I suppose it's not an exact. It could be an exact science. We could just copy the point data of this, its Z value, and then copy it to all that, but we don't need to do all that, do we? No. Right, next one. Double click. Didn't work. Double click. 7. S. Wait, which wall? This one. Yeah, alright. Okay, that looks about right. Done the same thing again. 1. S, Z. I don't know why it needs to do that. It might be medium point. If you press full stop or period, if you're an American, you get this menu, and this is the origin, or where it's going to scale from. Individual origins, it would scale individual points. I use this quite oft, but medium point might not be the right one, so I'm going to go to bounding box center. See if that helps this scaling issue. Okay, 7. Oh, wait, no. Pick another one. That one. 7. No. Don't need to go into 7 yet. Double click with a shift. And now we can go into 7 and make that more. No, that hasn't helped at all, has it? The bounding box center. Let me just try a different, not individual, active element. You're going to do the same thing? Whoa! That's even worse. Individual origins. No, that's definitely going to work. Let's try 3D cursor because it is in the middle. It does the same thing. I don't know what that's about. It's scaling on every axis, but alright, we'll fix it. That's even worse. S, Z. That's why, because I've cancel everything I just did. Control Z, Control Z. Let's get back to selecting these. Just change that to medium point 7. And then we'll just deal with its scaling up on the Z-axis. Press 1, S, Z. That will do nicely. And let's do the same thing with this. Double click. Damn it. Select bleeding thing. Double click. Oh, you are winding me up, son. Thank you. Okay, S. Right. This is a little tip, very useful. The X-ray mode shows very quickly and easily if you've selected polygons, vertices you don't want. So I'm just going to control box select them because we don't want them, and then turn it off. We will come back to that because we'll use that a lot. Scale it. That'll do. SZ. That'll do. And this the finale of the rings. Shift select 7, not 8, 7. And this is the gate, the wall. So it doesn't quite need to be as thick. SZ. Alright. Okay, so we have the rings. What we on 5 minutes? No problem. I'm going to select that and move it back on the Y axis. Okay, so that's a pretty good start. Now we need to add the big rock chunk, and the way I would do that is dependent. We'll do it now, but we might change this shape later once we put the rock formation material on it, because you'll see. So for now, Shift A, Mesh, Cube. I'm going to go into 7 top mode, and I'm going to scale this a lot more. Probably like that or something, maybe. I should have left that in the middle. Yeah, we want that central, so let me just line that up. Okay, and now I'm going to press SY because we want it to be sticking out a bit. And if you press G to move, if you press one of the axes, it will be constrained to that. So if I'm moving this up and down, so I can see it's the green, the yellow. So the green, the yellow, the Y. So now it's going to be stuck there. It doesn't matter if I go over here. Okay, so, but it doesn't quite reach the end. The other way of doing this, select your X-ray, box select those vertices, and then G, Y. It doesn't quite come out of the gate, of the walls, if I remember. Okay, that's all right. And then we want to SX, no, just select these guys, and then SX. That. I'm going to box select them because we're in X-ray mode. Box selecting will select everything, and I'm going to SX that. I need it to be a bit chunkier. Let me just check from above. Yeah, we'll see. As I say, we're probably going to do this again later anyway. Right, that didn't work. This is another thing I do. If you press C and roll your mouse wheel, this is a selector tool that I use all the time, and it will add to the selection. If I select this this vertex here, it's still going to keep this. So that's a good way, quick way of selecting. If you want to deselect with this cursor, just middle mouse button over what you don't want, and then right click to exit. So I'm gonna just GZ bring that down to the floor. It don't matter if it goes underneath. Let's have a butcher's, turn off X-ray. Alright, that is the basic shape, and it's taken us 8 minutes 59 seconds. How about that? Okay, so that's, yeah, we've got the basic shape. We don't need to bother with the floor or anything right now. What we'll do in the next tutorial is we'll start building, turning this little cube in the at the bottom here into something. I've lost it, I deleted it, doesn't matter. So yeah, that's what we'll do in the next one. We'll start making all the buildings that we're going to duplicate from to populate Minas Tirith. Alright, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.